Hey guys, how are you guys doing? It's Brian, I'm back in the shave den. Didn't know you guys were watching, but I am back for another shave. And also, guys, welcome back to my channel, Brian the Floridian. So I'm back for the shave, and I haven't shaved since Monday, so it's been about almost 3 days. Today is Wednesday, April 22nd, and I'm back for a midweek shave. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy and doing well. Yeah, definitely 3 days worth of growth. And today I'm excited about this shave because I just got a mail call from APShaving from Etsy. And I just got this in the mail. This is called the Winter Handle or White Wizard Shave Brush. And this is from APShaving Company, which is a little site on Etsy. And I believe they have a internet site also, but very nice brush. It's a synthetic knot. This is the new Cashmere 24mm synthetic knot. It's been out for probably a little bit while, at least a little while, but I haven't tried it yet. So this is my first time trying the Cashmere shaving knot here. Very, very soft synthetic knot. Like I said, 24mm. And I noticed that actually I watch another channel from time to time called CDB, and he was talking about how well this brush was and how it was limited in stock. So I decided to order this from APShaving to try it out myself because he was really, really bragging about how great this brush is. So I'm definitely going to try it out and see how it is. Anyway, the handle is really, really beautiful. It's got the resin clear bottom and the ivory top right here on the top of the handle. Just a really, really cool looking brush. So I'm excited about using this brush. And soap, guys, I'll be using today is one of my favorites I haven't used in a while. This came out in, let's see, November 17, 2018. This is the Citrus Verde by Oleo Soapworks, and it is a South Florida Wet Shavers soap that came out for the end of year bash in 2018. So anyway, they still sell this soap, different label. This is the special label for the group, but pretty cool. It's got the South Florida Wet Shavers logo right there. Got the alligator there. It's got the state flag, Florida flag right there behind it. Looks like some sandhill cranes there. So this label definitely screams Florida. But anyway, they have this soap on South Florida Wet Shavers through West Coast Shaving. Check it out. It's still the same formula, the same scent. But I'll be using this soap right here. And razor, which is interesting. I'm going to be using this razor. I haven't used it in a while either. This is my Merkur 1904. It's also called the 42C. And this is a closed comb razor, 3-piece. Very beautiful razor. One of my favorites. This is one of my first Merkur razors I ever purchased. So it's a 3-piece razor. Has a typical Merkur top and bottom plate. And it is pretty much the same head as the Merkur 34C and the 38C, which I used of my last shave, I believe. But definitely a beautiful razor. I love the knurling on here. It's got the diamond knurling going up and down on each side here. Just a very, very nice looking razor. This is supposed to emulate one of the Gillette razors from 1904, or pay homage to that, because this is supposed to emulate the design back then. So anyway, pretty cool about using this today. I haven't used this in a while. And blade will be my Polsilver. So this will be the third use of the blade, so I'll be stretching it out. It'll probably be the final use since I have a lot of hair on my face. But anyway, guys, great to see you guys back. Let me go ahead and wash my face and get started. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Just took a shower, so I got my face fully hydrated, and I got a little bit of pre-shave on there. And I got the brush loaded with this Citrus Verde, the APShaveCo, what do they call this? White Wizard brush or Winter Handle. I think White Wizard came from Chris Bailey, so I think that name just stuck with it with this brush. So they put it on the APShaveCo website and call it the White Wizard brush. So pretty cool touch. Let me go ahead and face lather real quick here. So hope you guys are doing well so far this week. Been working 12-hour days, so it's been crazy. And I actually forgot to shave the other day, so I've been meaning to shave yesterday. I actually skipped yesterday. I was going to shave yesterday, but I figured I'd do a video today for you guys this morning on Wednesday. So actually I haven't shaved since Sunday evening. So that's about 3 days, I believe, almost 3 days. So anyway, they mobilized our hospital now where I work at, and they're having us going to different areas in the hospital to work. So this week, or actually the next 2 weeks, I'm working in a critical care unit at my hospital. So there is, actually when I worked there yesterday, there was a few patients that had they were ruling out the COVID-19. So they were being tested for it, but they were still put on isolation. They came back negative the first time. So most hospitals, what they're doing with COVID-19 cases, if they suspect it, they're testing it not once but twice. So after they get the second test back, then they basically rule it out, take the signs down for isolation signs off the room, or actually what they'll do is they'll move them to a different room in the hospital or on the unit, because the room that they're in is a special negative pressure room, which means it sucks the air or sucks all the droplets away from the room up into the ventilation, away from people that are in the room or just in general out of the environment there. So anyway, that's what I've been doing the last 2 days. And this soap is doing great. Look at that lather. So one thing I found out about Oleo Soapworks is definitely a thirsty soap, so you have to put a little bit more water than usual with the soap. But man, this brush is nice and soft. Very, very nice and soft. Not much backbone, but man, this kind of reminds me of, this cashmere knot is really nice. Kind of reminds me of the original Plaisson knots that were popular a few years ago, which I have. I'm not sure if you guys saw my last one of my videos I did, my second chance video, where I go back and try shave stuff that give a second chance to. I used my old Plaisson brush on there from El Aquitaine, and this is what this knot feels like. Alright guys, I'm going to shave with a 1904 Merkur razor, loaded up with the Polsilver blade number 3 use. And let's go ahead and get started. Definitely got a lot of hair to cut off today, at least for me. I usually don't go more than 2 days without shaving, but today I should, like I said, it went 3 days, so. It's funny because they have all the guys, all the men in the hospital, they want to make sure that we have a tight fit with the N95 mask. So anybody with a beard, they're requiring all the men to shave their beards. So it's funny seeing all these clean-cut, clean-shaven people, men all over the hospital that I normally would see with full beards. They're just like, new employees, basically. And I have to admit, I didn't recognize half the people that were there in my area that I work in. That when they shave, it's really hard to recognize them because they look a whole lot different. Some of my friends that have beards actually look a lot younger when they shave them off, because a lot of them are starting to go gray a little bit, so it kind of makes them look older. But man, definitely beards do look different, do look weird on people that you see people with beards all the time and they're suddenly shaved off. Definitely look weird and kind of like, well, some of the people you see with beards actually look better with the beards on, so. So anyway, this soap is really slick. Very, very slick soap from Oleo Soapworks. This is the Canard formula with the duck fat, which is known for slickness and glide, which definitely has. And this razor is doing an excellent job, by the way. This is one of my first Merkur razors I purchased, and definitely a nice mild shaver. Definitely a great beginner razor too. If you guys, my viewers, are watching, if you're looking for a good beginner razor, this is definitely a good choice. And it's a little bit cheaper than the 34C. I think these are going for maybe like mid-20s, 25, 26, anywhere from, I've seen this anywhere from 24 to like $28 on different websites. So definitely a nice razor to have for a beginner, and definitely a nice shave right now. So I got the first pass done, guys. Let me go and rinse my face, and I will be right back. All right, guys, back to my second pass. Still got the original loaded up brush here with a lather from the Citrus Verde. Let me go ahead and start doing the face lather here. Yeah, really impressed with this brush. Nice splay on there. Look at that splay. Definitely nice and soft. Very, very soft. Like I said, my first time using a Cashmere knot. I've seen other brush makers have these knots. I believe Yaki has a Cashmere knot that's synthetic. I've seen other couple manufacturers of brush makers have this knot too, besides APShaveCo and Yaki, but I can't remember off the top of my head which other brush makers they were, but man, this is a nice knot. Nice and soft. All right. Man, so the Polsilver blade, third use, really knocked the hair off my face. So great blade. And I think on my last video, I said that these were still being made. Actually, I think I'm actually wrong, because I don't see a lot of these for sale. If they are for sale, these are expensive right now, so they must be not being made, or must be hard to get now. But man, if you see these blades for a decent price, I would definitely snatch them up, because they're definitely a nice blade. All right, guys, 1904 42C, second pass here against the grain. All right. So anyway, I decided to use this razor because backstory is I watch GeoFatBoy. He's on YouTube. I've been watching him for years. He's like one of the original people I started watching on wet shave when I first got into wet shaving. Him and Mantic 59. So basically, if you're a new wet shaver, you are required to watch those two guys when you first get started, because you will learn a wealth of information. So definitely check him out, Mantic 59, his channel. Check out GeoFatBoy, who also owns Shave Nation, which is another online vendor. Great stuff. But anyway, he did a video. He was spotlighting this razor, the 42C or 1904, and also the 1906, which is the open comb version of this razor. And I think they call that one the 41C. But anyway, he was spotlighting both of them and basically just gave out some good information about each razor. And he had a good amount of growth. He did a shave with the 1906 and got a decent shave from that razor. So But definitely check out his video about it. I'll leave a link below. So when I watched that video, I immediately went to go find my 1904 to use this razor. But his channel has excellent reviews. He talks about history, about razors. And speaking of talking about stuff, my daughter's next door is actually being homeschooled by my wife, so might be some noise in the background. So, but anyway, it's just learning, that's all. All right, let me go underneath the gills here. Yeah, but man, GeoFatBoy, his video was pretty cool. He was standing, it looked like he was standing in a dungeon. He's got a brick wall behind him on both sides. Pretty cool looking shade that he had back, setup that he had in his video. But yeah, like I said, I don't know if he shaves in a basement or something, but it's pretty cool. All right, guys, let me go and rinse my face. And both passes were excellent, by the way. No nicks, very smooth. Let me go and rinse my face, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, back to my final pass here against the grain. Let me go and load my face up here. So, about the soap. This was a soap that was made, like I said, for the meetup, the end of the year bash for SFWS Shaver in 2018. In November. This is one of the soaps that was made for that meetup group, which I'm a part of. And this is one of my favorite meetup soaps from SFWS Shavers. This one smells really nice. Very nice scent. Definitely a citrusy scent. What's cool about this scent, it seems to be always evolving as I'm doing the shave. So it smells, has different, the notes just smell different as I shave. So it's kind of weird. Just kind of, you start smelling like different scent notes as you're lathering, as you're shaving. But Oleo Soapworks is actually a one artisan, Vida Perez Velasquez from Chicago. She makes great soaps, and her canard base, which is the duck fat, is really, really, really good. Good soap formula. So she's got a big following in the wet shaving community there. But anyway, this soap is on West Coast Shaving. If you type in West Coast Shaving, Southwest Wet Shavers, you'll find it. It's called Citrus Verde. And it is basically what they describe the scent as is citrus notes backed up and rounded out by crisp, fresh greenness. And that exactly describes the scent. You definitely smell the citrus. You do feel a light, kind of like a bright greenness to it, scent, if that makes any sense. But they also describe the scent as a citrus fougere. And it's got grapefruit, orange, vetiver, basil, and sage. And what I'm smelling from this scent is primarily grapefruit, orange, and definitely the basil. And I can smell the sage, every once in a while when I'm shaving, when I'm lathering the brush, and the other notes. But it's not a really, really strong fougere. It's like a light. It's kind of like definitely not earthy. Definitely not earthy. Nice bright scent is what I describe this scent of this soap. And I think it's like on their website on the West Coast Shaving, SFWS. That's the abbreviation for Southwest Shavers. I think it's like $17 for the soap. Not sure how much. Not really how much. Not sure how much Aftershave is, but definitely a good seller because it's always out of stock. So it comes and goes. So if you're interested in the soap, check them out because you might have to check back frequently because it's out of stock probably half the time I see it on there. So, but man, the slickness of this canard base is amazing. One of the best out there, in my opinion. All right, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I got a little bit of a scratch right there, a tear, and that's from me wearing all those masks at work, and N95s. They basically stick to the bridge of your nose, and I was taking one off, and it really irritated my nose, so I got this little irritation there. But anyway, can't wait till everything starts getting better again. Can't wait till football season starts, because I just found out yesterday the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, in addition to Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, his rights were traded at Tampa Bay, so he wants to come out of retirement and play football again for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Tom Brady. So that's gonna be exciting there. And the scoop is that he really didn't want to retire from NFL. He just wanted to retire from the Patriots. So anyway, excited about that. Excited about to see what's going to happen with this NFL season. So like times like this, you definitely need stuff to look forward to when everything gets back to normal, hopefully soon. Hope you guys are holding up out there. It's kind of like I have mixed feelings because I want the economy to get started again. I want everything to come back. I'm really feel horrible for people being out of work, the jobs out there and not being able to get to their jobs and earn money and income. So I feel really, really horrible about that. But, there's a lot of push about reopening everything right now, and it's like, when you work on the other side of the hospital and others on the front lines, you see what's going on. You don't want to see everything open up again, at least right away, because man, I don't want to see definitely don't want to see another wave of this stuff come again, because there's people really, really sick from this virus. So hopefully, I think it will get better soon. We just gotta be vigilant, and if you believe in God, definitely pray right now. But definitely keep your hopes up, because, like I said, the media is reporting a lot of things aren't necessarily, not always true. They're just not reporting everything that's happening, like the people recovering from the virus. There's actually a lot more people recovering from what I've seen than actually dying from this virus, at least from what I've seen in the hospital where I work at and hearing around the the grapevine. But anyway, guys, let me go ahead and rinse my face, and I'll be right back for the post shave. Alright guys, I'm back, and I'll be using the aftershave that went with the soap. This is a Citrus Verde by Oleo Soapworks aftershave with this special South Florida Wet Shavers label on there. Kind of like the soap container, the same label, the same South Florida Wet Shavers label right there. Pretty cool. Let me go ahead and shake this up. So this is definitely an alcohol-based aftershave. So I'm expecting a little bit of sting from this. So, oh man, it smells really nice. Yeah, I meant to tell you the soap strength of this is really, really probably right down the middle, about a 5 on a scale from 0 to 10. Not very strong, but man, very, very pleasant. Aftershave is probably a little bit stronger, more like an 8. Yeah, definitely more like an 8. Yeah, very, very nice. Very, very nice scent on the aftershave. And I definitely smell more of the citrus, the grapefruit, the orange notes on this. And definitely smelling, definitely the basil on this also. Alright guys, so my recap was I used the Citrus Verde by Oleo Soapworks. Excellent job by Vida Perez. Great artisan out of Chicago. Definitely check her out. And this is actually sold exclusively on West Coast Shaving under the SFWS Shavers tab, so definitely check it out. And like I said, it's out of stock right now, but if you check back, probably in a few days or week, it might be back in stock, so definitely check it out. And the razor I used was one of my old-time favorites, Merkur 1904. Beautiful looking razor, nice knurling on there. You guys can see that nice looking diamond cut knurling that's going down both sides there, up and down. Really, really beautiful razor. 3-piece razor. And I used the I used the Polsilver blade, that was number 3. And I just tossed it because it was definitely time for a new blade. I mean, probably could have gone for another shave, but man, this thing's good for at least 3 or 4 shaves. And last but not least, great brush. APShaveCo, the winter handle, the White Wizard. Chris Bailey, if you're watching, I am CDB. You were right, this brush is excellent. This brush is awesome. This thing splays very nice and soft. Hardly any backbone, but man, just the softness is worth this brush. Just the way, and also the beautiful looking handle. I think I paid, man, I think it was $18 I paid for this brush. With shipping, it was about 20, maybe about 24 to my house, maybe 25. And I got this fairly quick from Canada. So the owner, AP Shaving, is actually Andrew Palumbo, and he's from Ottawa, Canada, and he's been doing this since 2016. So he makes a lot of shave brushes, knots, so definitely check him out. He's on Etsy. I'll leave a link below. All right, guys. You guys stay safe, enjoy your shaves, and I will see you guys later. Take care.